What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Kyler, and today we're going to be doing a comparison on the 340i rear-wheel drive, which is my car, versus all-wheel drive. You know what the difference is. I've never driven an all-wheel drive car before, so really looking forward to seeing how that feels compared to a rear-wheel drive. You know, I've driven SUVs that are all-wheel drive, but never a sports car. So we're about to meet up with a homie. His name is Sal. He just moved here to Florida, actually, and he has a, I don't know what year, but he has a 340i and a black sapphire metallic, xDrive, of course. So can't wait to see it. I know he's done some mods to it ever since we've been talking. But yeah, we'll go link up with him and it should be a good time. So I also want to get into like the pros and cons of an all-wheel drive car. And then also, you know, which one is for you, which one would better suit you, and we'll go over all those things. All right, let's go meet up with Sal and drive these back roads real quick. Go meet up with him. Man, these roads are fun. We'll leave traction on for now. Let's get it. We are currently running like an E46 mix. Just had to fill up on some E before the weekend. I couldn't fit enough to get a full E50. Woof! Those backfires are vicious. Man, I love these roads back here. And that downpipe too, man, makes such a big difference. Even going from like a 200 cell to no cells. They do stank though. Oh, don't pull out in front of me, man. Oh well. Such a beautiful day out here in Florida. And I gotta turn the K-band off on this radar. It gets annoying. And I don't care about no K-bands. Miles per gallon. This thing is so much fun. All right, we made it to the spot. Sal here.
What's up, guys?
In his beautiful BMS black sapphire metallic 340 xDrive. So just tell us a little bit about the car. You know, how long have you had it?
Yeah, so I bought the car in June. I had a 328 before, just like Kyler. Had it for about a year. Literally sold it on the year mark after I bought it. And then sold it the day of, then picked up this the same day, drove it back home. So, you know, it's been about, what, like 4 months now, almost 3 to 4 months.
Nice. How many miles did it have?
So I got it with 55 on the dot, and then I put about 2,000 miles on it right now. Been taking it slow.
Yeah,
adding some small stuff. I had like carbon fiber stuff on here. Then I took it off. I just wanted to go like all like black. So then I changed it to like the gloss black M-style mirror caps. I have really bad luck with splitters for some reason. They all come in and then they break. So I'm waiting on one that's supposed to come in next Tuesday. And then I have a spoiler on the back, I think it's M4 style. And then I have the 442Ms and then the M Performance brakes, 19-inch. And then these are the Pirelli P0s, run flats.
That's what's up. So where are you from originally? Because didn't you just move down here to Florida?
So my parents actually live down here. They moved here in 2018. I went to school back in Jersey.
Oh, okay.
And I graduated in May and then came back down for work. So it all worked out. I was gonna see if I could stay there, but you know it's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just graduated, so I could.
Florida's a little nicer.
Yeah, I could not afford living in Jersey or like New York right now. It's just too much.
So did you buy this car up there?
No, I bought this in Tampa. So there was like two in Tampa, and then that one got sold, and this was the last one they had, and it just worked out. It's pretty fun. It's my daily driver. compared to like a 328, huge upgrade.
Night and day.
Like the
sound, the
oh,
power,
yeah.
just
Like when you get a 328, it's like, oh, this is fun, this is fast. But then you step in this, it's like, okay, this is actually fast.
So what drew you to xDrive mainly?
It was the one that they had. So the one I was checking out before was just a normal railroad, and then this one's actually from Nevada.
Oh, okay.
And I actually think it's a custom car, like a custom pre-ordered car that they made, because in the back, there's like, let me unlock the car. So we have like these pretty cool like sunshades. I didn't know that 340s had, or any F30 had these. And then, yeah, they pretty much hook up. And then if you look on the back window over there.
Oh, it has a luxury.
Yeah, it like goes up the sunshade, which is pretty cool, and it's like automatic.
Damn, I want that in my car.
And I didn't know until like a week after I got the car. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. But yeah.
So you got the button right there?
Yeah, the button's right on the window panel. So, and then we have heated seats in the front and the back, and then heated steering wheel.
Yeah.
So which is pretty nice. And then it has like the adaptive seats where you can like manually control like how your body fit. So it's pretty cool.
Nice, yeah.
But that's pretty much it. You know, I got ID4. I'm gonna upgrade to ID6.
Oh yeah, what year is this car?
This is a 2016. So
okay.
It's a little bit older, but it was taken care of very well. So the other one that I was looking at was a 2017, but it sold literally in a couple days.
Yeah, I have iDrive 6.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's much better.
Yeah.
Much better.
I'm gonna upgrade to ID6 and then get Apple CarPlay in there.
CarPlay too.
But yeah, I just put springs on it, H&R Sports, 15s on the back, and then 12s on the front for spacers.
Nice. And then what tune are you running?
So I'm currently MHD Stage 2, and then I'm also XHP Stage 2.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and then I did everything. I literally started the spark plugs at like 10 p.m., finished everything, including the transmission tune at like 4 a.m. Because it was my first time changing the spark plugs.
All-nighter.
I heard the high pressure fuel pump going off, and I was like, do I have rod knock? Like, I was like freaking out. It was just so loud because I heard some like really bad ticking, and then, you know, it was just the high pressure fuel pump. Put the sound deadening back on, and then it was all good. And then I sent it at like 3 a.m. 4 a.m. and then just like gunshots because I put the most aggressive burble on it. And
yeah, that's rowdy.
Yeah, it's really rowdy.
Too much for me.
I like it. It's because maybe I've just like, this is like my first real car that I've been able to build. You know, after I found out about the timing chain, I was like, I'm not even gonna risk it.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it right now.
Yeah, my 328, I went full bolt on.
Yeah.
Stage 1 tune, I didn't want to go stage 2 for that risk.
Yeah.
I mean, the difference from stage 1 to stage 2 isn't that much difference. So you don't have an intake or anything?
No, it's stock. I popped the hood for you so you can see it.
Exhaust?
Nope. Nothing.
Stock?
Yep.
Everything?
Everything's stock.
Except the downpipe?
Except for the downpipe. It's a Beamer Network downpipe. It's pretty good. It was a little bit like $10 more than a VRSF, but
True.
yeah, stock airbox and then stock charge pipe. Nothing else, but I will be getting an MST intake.
Yep.
And then I don't know what charge pipe I'm gonna get yet. Maybe a VRSF.
But yeah, I mean, the charge pipe definitely adds a little bit of engine bling. And, you know, it's just like kind of like a placebo effect.
Yeah. I definitely want that that intake though. I just want more induction noise.
Yeah.
It just sounds so much better.
It does.
Yeah.
Those little cooler temps.
Yeah.
But awesome. Let's go see what it's about.
Yeah.
xDrive life.
xDrive life.
All right, so I'm gonna start off in
Comfort. Yeah.
in comfort, feel it out. So do you know like how much power is going to the rear wheels and how much is going to the front?
That I don't know. I think it's. I think who told me this? My friend at the shop was telling me that once you're in Sport Plus, it's pretty even because like then it's like xDrive's like really activated.
Yeah.
But I think comfort. I think most of it goes to the rear. I'm not too sure exactly.
Yeah, I heard it was like a rear wheel biased.
Yeah. But I know he said that when you put in Sport Plus, it like power's distributed pretty evenly.
Yeah. No, it feels good just in comfort.
Yeah.
Of course, it's tuned.
Yeah, it's pretty stiff now with even on comfort.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, way stiffer than it was without the springs and spacers. It definitely feels way more secure because, you know, with xDrive being higher.
Yeah, it's more floaty.
Yeah, you're like, it's like a little boat.
Yeah, so if you don't get the adaptive suspension, then your wheel gap is like insane.
Yeah.
xDrive. Put it in Sport Plus.
Yeah, you can put the gauges on too.
Nice. So yeah, like first impression is it feels a little heavier, of course, because you know, with all like the extra drivetrain components from the xDrive system, adds like 250 pounds.
Yeah, definitely
weight.
much heavier. And you feel it too on the turns.
Yeah, I guess mostly front weight because of all the components that have to put power down to the front wheels.
Yeah. You're Flash Stage 3 on XHP, right?
Yep.
I'm still waiting to do the high pressure fuel pump to do that. I just want to feel like both like at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, you can feel it off the line. I'm not really even giving it maybe like quarter throttle.
It's so subtle, like.
Yeah. Obviously, like xDrive cars are more preferred in colder climates.
Yeah.
You know, in the snow or rainier climates, even like here in Florida. But even still, it all comes down to tires too. I think that plays more importance than xDrive.
Yeah. Yeah, this car came from Nevada, so I don't know what he was doing with it. You know, running around the desert maybe with this thing.
Yeah.
I probably would have done that.
And xDrive has a bit more drivetrain loss, so it's a little less power.
Yeah.
Because Brian, Keys Motorsports, they actually did a comparison video with xDelete. So have you heard of that?
Yep.
Yeah,
from
so
XHP, yeah.
he did a run on the dyno without xDelete and then flashed xDelete. And it was maybe like a 3 horsepower difference on the same car and like 8 torque. But so it's very minor. But it definitely feels like a whole different like balance than a rear-wheel drive car, because that's, you know, what BMW is known for, is their rear-wheel drive, just balanced 50-50 weight cars.
Yeah. Yeah, when I had my 328, it was rear wheel, so dude, that driving in Jersey with that car, nightmare.
Yeah.
I remember one time it was like snowing and like the roads are so iced up, and I had really bad tires too.
Jeez.
Like that was scary. Like I would just spin out and like skid a lot. And then even like on like launch control, this tires would like lose traction. I wouldn't be able to hook up anything. Yeah,
definitely. That's where xDrive shines.
Yep.
For sure. Especially having a lot of power, like in homie John, Thick Whips.
Yep.
And his 600 wheel horsepower all-wheel drive 340. I bet that thing will launch like crazy.
Yeah. Because he had snow meth on there.
Yeah.
Full bolt-ons, custom tune.
Insane.
I was thinking of running meth as well, but there's always something you got to do after.
Right. No. It's a risk, kind of, too.
Yeah.
If your meth injection fails and your tune is calibrated for meth, then it could pose some like serious threats to the engine.
Right.
And then you won't even know it's happening.
And you're not going up. You're staying stock turbo, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it stock.
I don't know yet, because then you gotta do port, because then that's your limiting factor. You need a TU pump. I don't know what the difference is. DS2.
Yeah, I mean, just like, I don't know, for an F30, I feel like it has plenty of power.
Yeah.
Especially with E50. Like, I really don't need to push the car anymore. The one mod I do really want to do, though, is like the M Performance limited slip differential.
Oh, yeah.
On the rear-wheel drive car, that would be
that would be great.
All right, we'll do a quick launch
Yeah.
right here. Put it in second gear. Yeah, she gets up, bro.
I don't think launch control activated there.
Nah. I just kind of did the XHP launch from second.
And it still pushes you back.
Oh yeah, no wheel spin really.
Yep, it just hooks and goes.
Yeah, that's awesome. So this xDrive is definitely for you if you are launching at every light. So in addition to like the cons of xDrive, like I would say, I think I've heard a lot of people say that like the turning radius is different. It's like a lot less.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Like I can feel that too, just like kind of going back and forth here. Definitely just overall feels a little different. It feels heavier.
Yeah. You have the track handling on yours, right?
No, it doesn't have the track and handling package. So,
yeah.
An easy way to tell if a car has a track and handling package is fog lights.
Yeah.
So if it has fog light delete, oh, there's a cop.
Yeah. This one came with track handling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. So you got the adaptive suspension
Mm-hmm.
and performance. So. It's crazy, like when you get into a car that has like less power, and it's just like so underwhelming.
I know. Dude, sometimes I let my girlfriend drive, and she has a Corolla, so I'm like, oh, come on, like you need to like step on it a little.
Yeah, you can. Sorry, there's a cop. You don't care. You can feel like the front tires like actually putting down power.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's equal distribution on Sport Plus.
All right. Well, those burbles.
Yeah, they're loud.
Wait, that's not it. All right, did enough hooning around, I think, for me to get a feel. I don't know, man. I prefer rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, I mean, rear-wheel drive's definitely. I feel like it's more fun. There's definitely more you can do with it.
A little bit more dangerous.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
More adrenaline.
I mean, I definitely would have got a rear-wheel drive. I don't know, but like I said, this is the last one they had, so
yeah.
And I needed a B58, so
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can always.
Either way.
Yeah, X-Delete's always there.
Yep.
So if I probably will do it for fun here and there, but.
Yeah, like Brian with Keys Motorsports, he was saying like he'll do X-Delete occasionally, but he pretty much prefers all-wheel drive since the car is built for that, you know.
Right.
Yeah, fun. Appreciate you letting me drive the car.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're back in the office. I just want to shout out Sal again. Thank you, man, for letting me drive your 340i xDrive, just so I can get a feeling and know what it's like, because I've never driven an xDrive 340. So make sure you follow him on Instagram at bsm.340. And now I just kind of want to sum up the pros and cons of xDrive and get into that a little bit more. All-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive, neither one is better per se. So it's all going to depend on how and where you drive and up to like personal preference. So your best bet is obviously to test drive both if you really can't decide between rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. So let's talk about the pros of xDrive system. And obviously it's safer and better performing in wet or snowy conditions because you have power going to the front wheels as well and not as much slip in the rear. And I mean, honestly, other than that, like there's not too many other benefits other than you get quicker acceleration off the line. So I guess if you're really into racing from a dig, then xDrive would definitely be your best bet there. And even though your car would still be all-wheel drive, you could do the xDelete app and turn it into a rear-wheel drive based car. So that's pretty cool, but then at the end of the day, you still have like all that extra weight and other features that xDrive has too. So it's not a true rear-wheel drive car still. So that's pretty much all I have for the pros. I mean, if you could think of more, go ahead and comment them down below. I would love to hear from you. So after driving Sal's xDrive 340, I definitely like how my rear-wheel drive 340 feels a lot better. That's no knock against xDrive car. It still is like a really good car. Just feels a little bit different. I'm just not used to it too. So that could have been playing into that as well. But yeah, I just prefer the rear-wheel drive system. That's kind of like BMW's heritage of rear-wheel drive based cars and just having a really balanced car overall based on that. And I do like my oversteer. So on a rear-wheel drive car, you're gonna get more oversteer and on an all-wheel drive car, you're gonna get more understeer. And so oversteer is basically when the back end starts to come out on a turn. And yeah, I definitely prefer that. It's a little bit more fun, but also a little more dangerous as well, so you really gotta know what you're doing. So as we discussed earlier while driving, since xDrive has a lot more weight, that also affects the miles per gallon. So you'll get less MPGs in an xDrive car as opposed to a rear-wheel drive car. Of course, it depends on your modifications and how you drive most of the time, but for the most part, a rear-wheel drive car should get better MPGs. So at the moment, I'm currently at 18 miles per gallon on the average, and that's mostly city driving. And every time I drive my car, you know, once it's warmed up, it's in sport mode. So I do drive it kind of hard, and I think Sal does too. And last time he checked, he was at like 12 miles per gallon, but I don't know, that might be a little low. I think he might be driving a little spiritedly after getting his springs and spacers installed. So, and of course, another thing you have to think about is maintenance on, you know, the transfer case and the differential. So there's going to be more parts involved with an xDrive system, and with that could come more maintenance costs as well. So all in all, like the main differences are really felt when you're pushing the car like to its limits. So on a track, you could definitely notice the difference between a rear-wheel drive and xDrive car. If, you know, we had a closed course and all that, then it would be a lot more fun, but, you know, we don't really have that. So we made do with what we had, and I appreciate you all watching this video. Make sure you comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, what you prefer, xDrive or rear-wheel drive, and why. I would love to hear. But yeah, thank you for watching. Smash that like button, hit subscribe for future content, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.